بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب زدني علما.
So the next thing, let's try to see how we can request a smart account. First, I'll show you how we can create a smart account to manage your licenses. So we need to get to the URL called softwares.cisco.com. That's the URL which I need to connect. So I need to type in software.cisco.com, not softwares. Now, once you log in, the first thing, this is the URL you need to log in. Now here you can see I did not log in. So which means this is what the first thing it shows up, where you have some multiple options here. Now, either you can click on this option directly, like you can see a small window which displays that you want to request for a smart account. You can directly click on this. So this is one option. In case, then immediately it is going to prompt you for your Cisco login. So we need to type in the username and the password. And once you log into your Cisco account, now again, I already have a smart account activated, so you may not see the exact options here. But once you log in, then here you can see already I have some smart account information. So which means it is asking me to modify the profile information to just confirm that. So I can just go ahead and create these are the things what I have already added to this. But if you are doing for the first time, then basically the process goes something like this. Let me quickly switch to the PDF where I already have the steps here. So the first thing you need to log in. So either you can log in from this page on the top right side. Then after that, it will ask you to enter the login details. And in case if you don't have your Cisco ID, then before this, you need to make sure that you create a Cisco ID. So that's a prerequisite thing. So here we assume as if you already have a Cisco account, and you are going to log in with that. And this is what the first page what you get. So either you can click the way we have seen earlier, or once you log in, there will be an option to the bottom which says you need to request for a smart account. Now, once you click on request on the smart account option, then it is going to ask you a couple of options. Like here you can see there are few options. It will ask you to confirm your profile information. Now, most of this profile information, it will automatically get based on your Cisco ID. Like what is the name, email address, Cisco ID, phone number, or a company, all these details. Now, there will be a couple of options it is going to ask here. Like these options are based on the authorization options. Now, in the case of authorization, now there are two options. Will you or someone else is going to authorize the activation? Because whenever you are trying to authorize the account, the smart account, because Cisco is going to send an email confirmation, and probably you need to make sure that you confirm that. That's what authorization option. Now, if you are the authorized person to do that, then probably you will be using S option. So basically, S option is used if I'm trying to create a smart account for my company, and I'm the person who is supposed to authorize the smart account activations in my company. So in that scenarios, we use S. But let's say you're not the authorized person in your company, then you need to use no option. Now, the no option is commonly used in two scenarios where I'm trying to do this for my company, but I have my senior engineer who will be responsible for authorization. So I'm going to enter his email address where he will be authorizing. Or the other option is you might be working for an IT solution company, or you are partnered with some company, and you are doing this for your customer, one of your customer, probably one of your organization, one of your partner, you are doing this process. So in this kind of scenarios, you need to use no option. Okay, so in case if I'm giving the no option, then again it will provide you some more info. It will ask you for more information. Like if the option is no, then probably you need to select. You need to provide the email address of that particular user who is going to authorize, and then you need to also send a special message saying that okay, I'm so and so, and I'm trying to activate the smart account for you. Probably a special message will be sent, and the account name will be based on your company probably. So here you can see it's a manufacturing.com company, so MFG, something like that. So typically based on your domain name. So this name will be based on your domain name, because we need to make sure that whatever the email address you are trying to enter, so it has to match the domain name. So which means this email address, this basically is going to match your domain name. Again, so if you already have a smart account, then again you can add a prefix to that. So let's say I already have a smart account, but I'm creating one more. Probably in that scenario, then you can use this option. You can add some prefix and then mfg.com, something like that. Now, once you provide these credentials, then it is going to send out the email for approval. And probably these are the specific details you need to enter, like the company name, country, address, and other details. And in case if you are trying to do this for your personal account, means let's say if you are not working for a company and you want to register, you don't have a registered domain probably for a company, then if you're using this for a personal, in that scenarios there is an option called SA adoption support cisco.com. Probably need to send an email to that. So in case if you're trying to set up the smart account, so the process may be different, but in this case we are assuming that we already have an organization, a domain, and we are trying to create a smart account for that. Now, once you provide these details, then finally you will be requested with this option, like you can nominate yourself or someone else as a smart account administrator. Now here you are going to enter the email address of the administrator. Either you can add your own email address, or you can just type in the email address of any other person whom you want to make it as a smart account administrator. Now, once you provide those details, then probably the final step will be it is going to submit the request. Now, in the case of submit request, now once you click on submit, then a smart account will be created, and there will be an option. Now you need to activate this, because you will be getting an email. Now this is what you will get: smart account request has been complete. Now the person whoever you have authorized to activate the smart account, he is going to review that information and inside the email, and he's going to confirm inside the email. So the email looks something like this. So this is, you can see the email option. So we need to say complete the smart account setup. And once you click on that, then there will be some couple of options you need to enter. Now, this is a complete smart account. Once you click on this, then it is going to ask you the account authorization options. Would you like to authorize the activation for the smart account? Now you have to say no, yes or no. You have two options. So if you want to authorize these things, you need to say yes. So in this case, no, I do not have the authority to represent my company. So in case if you are not the authorized person, then you can just click on no. So you generally say yes, I have the authority to represent my company and also the authorize this one. Now, based on that, once you do this, the process for setting up the smart account will be complete and it will be activated. So once it is activated, then you can go directly to the software.com and you will be able to see the login, something like this. So this is again asking me additional details. So this is how it looks. So once you have your smart account activated, now this is the portal from where you will be managing the licenses, and you have some options from this home page here.